Hey, what's up, everybody? I was reading James 4 this morning as part of my devotional time, and this stuck out to me so boldly. This is verses 7 and 8. Here's what it says. Therefore, submit to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. So that's verses 7 and 8 of James chapter 4. And I've read this passage so many times. I'm a church kid. I grew up in church all my life, and I've read this passage so many times, but the parallels that is illustrated in this verse just stood out so greatly to me. It says to submit to God and to resist the devil. So when we submit, then we're following under the leadership of the Lord. So we're listening for his instructions. We're looking to him as the author and finisher of our faith. Now, the opposite of that is to resist the devil. Now, what does it mean to resist? So if we're submitting, meaning to follow under somebody, then resisting means that we're keeping ourselves away from the influence of a certain force. In this case, it's the enemy. James instructs us to resist the devil. Now, what stood out to me even more was what submitting to God looks like versus what resisting the devil looks like, and the fact that they're literally opposites of each other in this illustration. So it starts out by saying to resist the devil and he will flee from you. So this is us. This is the devil. He says to resist the devil. That means we keep away from the influence of the devil at all costs, whatever we can, to not fall into sin, and the devil will flee from us. So that's the growing apart. Now, on the contrary of that, it says to draw near to God and he will draw near to us. So once again, here's us, and now here's God. It says if we draw near to God, he draws near to us. So you see that parallel? Us and the devil, we resist the devil, he flees from us. We draw near to God, and God draws near to us. Now, how do we draw near to God? It says in verse 8 that we need to cleanse our hands. That's our actions. That's what we do. And it says to purify our hearts. That's what's on the inside. That's what our intentions and our thoughts are. So when we reform those two things, our thoughts and our actions, and we gear those towards what God has instructed for us and what God has for us, and we gear those things away from what the devil tries to influence us to do, then that's how we draw near to God. That's how we resist the devil. So I hope that blesses you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this video, and God bless.